Non-commissioned officer candidate course graduates, wives, friends, and family. To honor those graduates who made the ultimate sacrifice on the battlefields of Vietnam and those who have passed since our graduation, we ask you to stand for the presentation of the colors by the WinSec 6 Color Guard and the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by Staff Sergeant Richard Scarlett of the United States Maneuver Center of Excellence Band and the invocation by graduate Gary Higgins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Those that aren't able to stand, please take a seat, please. I know it can be a little tough, but if you please uncover. Heavenly Father, we are here in tribute to those that have gone before us, those that have given the ultimate sacrifice, brothers we loved, brothers we will love forever. Today, as that bird lifted up and our members were able to enjoy a ride, I envision those that left us in the field thousands of miles away, Lord, knowing that we would never see them again. Our time will come and we will be there side by side again, brothers forever. Lead us in all we do. Keep this wonderful group together. Your love, your guidance forever, our companionship, the love of our family, knowing that we will be back here again with new names, not the greatest times when we lose, but the fact is, we're brothers forever. You have given us all we have, the strength we have, and you will continue to do so, and we will lean on each other. With this I ask in thy holy name, lead, guide, and direct us. Amen.
Some of which we lost. And it's my pleasure today to have some of our living graduates help participate in this salute. We're going to be laying red roses for our 4 Medal of Honor recipients. Stan Silva is going to lay the red rose for Staff Sergeant Lester Stone, who is in class 3768. Ken Yockey, class 2-70, is going to lay the red rose for Staff Sergeant Robert Pruden, class -269. Harold Garnett, class 469, will be laying the rose for Staff Sergeant Hammett Bowen Jr., class 469. Gary Burns, class 1-67, will be laying the rose for Staff Sergeant Robert Murray, class number 3869. We that went through the NCO program, we also had some missing in action. We have 5. And at this time, Tony Wallace is going to come forward with white roses for the 5 missing in action NCO grads. Staff Sergeant Larry Walsh, class 3968. Staff Sergeant Earl Sharp, class number 7-68.
Excuse me, that's me. Earl is my middle name, so I just wanted to make sure that you didn't have me down too. My name's John Earl Sharp. You're talking about an Earl Sharp, right?
Your class wasn't 768, was it?
That's right, I just wanted to clarify.
Okay. I thought I had to put 2 asterisks on there for a second. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this next name correctly. Staff Sergeant Ray, I'm going to spell it Czerwiea, class number 969. Staff Sergeant, I'm going to spell his name too. Regugio Turan, class number 3-70 Foxtrot. Staff Sergeant Deverton Coran, class number 50-96. And those are our 5 missing in action. Now I would like to call our deceased cadet, John Sharp. He is going to lay the roses, the yellow roses, I'm glad you gave me that correction.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that
He's laying the roses for the 1,118 graduates that was actually killed in Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, let's salute our fellow cadets that are no longer here.
Thank you, Tom. Good evening. There's an old saying, author unknown, that has been written about lost brothers and sisters, which I'll recite to you now. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond that glints in the snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of the birds' encircled flight. I am the stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry, I am not there. I did not die. Thank you.
Class from 4770, come forward, please. This is my classmates. First of all, I want to thank Scott and Tony for allowing us to come up here for a moment. And the reason I'm starting off is that this past February, our brother-in-arms, Pat Talbot, passed away. I think probably all of you know about it, but Pat had not missed a reunion since 2000. He's one of the very few. I don't know if we've got a handful of people. Bud may know how many just made every reunion. Even I missed one. But Pat passed away, and Pat was like my brother. We were in the same platoon in NCO school. We ended up at the same place in Vietnam, served together to some degree. He was in a different troop, but we were in an air cavalry squadron, so they only had platoons. But Pat actually pulled strings and with an officer, and he and I went to Sydney, Australia on R&R together. I visited Pat at his home in Montana. He's visited me here in Georgia at my home. Like I say, he's been to every reunion. Pat was like the brother I never had. Also, Pat was like an icon at the reunion here. Everybody knew Pat. He was a character, very much so. But not only Pat, but 50 years ago this program started. It ended 45 years ago. In that last 45 years, there's been a lot of our classmates, our brothers, and probably each one of you know at least one person that has gone on. And I wanted to recognize not only Pat, but all of them, all the graduates from the program and everything. We say we were cavalry, so we say Pat went on to Fiddler's Green. I know you cavalrymen have heard that saying before. But anyway, at this time, we're going to have a moment of silence for all of those that's passed on.
I'll make this really quick. Pat may have been small in stature, but he had a huge heart. And we may not see him here in person again, but his spirit will always be here.
We'll see him in Montana.
Yeah, I wanted to say about Pat. We all know the phrase, only the good die young. Well, Pat was young at heart, but he was old in stature. And when we came here, when I pulled in here, the first thing I thought, well, Pat's not out there smoking his cigarette. Yeah, you remember, I think the last reunion, when everybody was introducing their family and everything, and when it got to Pat, remember he talked about his sheep? Yeah, we'll never forget that. So he lived a good life.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've saluted our cadets that's no longer with us. And I would just like to say we've only got one step to go. Other than the ceremony being complete, the command is retire the colors. Really like to thank everybody for being here today, and this concludes our service. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony.
Still here, man.
I know.
I'm going to remember you forever. No, I wouldn't.